Hello everyone, it's Jen from Old Tinker Studio. In this tutorial, we will be learning how to animate curves in Blender 2.9. So let's get on with the tutorial. In this tutorial, I will be showing you how to animate curves in Blender. This tutorial uses Blender 2.9, but you can also follow along in Blender 2.83. We will first animate a curve without any modifiers. We will then set up the lighting, and next we will export the animation as a PNG sequence. Lastly, we will use Blender's image sequencer to export a final video of the animation. We will start off animating a curve without the use of modifiers. Delete the cube and add a Bezier curve. Rotate the curve around the x-axis 90 degrees and apply the rotation with Ctrl A. Open the Object Data Properties tab. Under the Geometry section, increase the depth of the bevel. This will allow us to go from a flat curve to a three-dimensional tube. Then rename the curve in the outline. Add a second Bezier curve and move it back along the y-axis. Rotate the second curve around the x-axis 90 degrees and rename it in the outliner. This is going to be our taper object. Select the original curve. Under the Geometry section of the Data Object Properties tab, select the taper object, which is our second curve. To smooth the curve's geometry, change the resolution preview. Under the Geometry section, you can now change the bevel to get a curve that you like. Tab into Edit mode and extrude and move the points to further refine the curve. When you have the curve refined, under the Bevel section, use the Bevel End option to move the curve. You will notice that there is no cap on the end of the curve. We can fix this by turning on the Map Taper under the Geometry section. This applies the taper to the beveled part of the curve only. Tab into Object mode and apply the scale with Ctrl A. On frame 1, change the bevel end to 0. Hover your cursor over the bevel end field and insert a keyframe with I. Move to frame 48 and change the bevel end to 1. Hover your cursor over the bevel end field and insert a keyframe. And change your end frame to 48 and play the animation. Now we'll move on to lighting. Edit plane and place it under the curve. Then scale the plane so the curve fits on top of it. Tab into Edit mode. Then extrude the back edge of the curve up along the z-axis. Select the bottom back edge and add a bevel with Ctrl B. And increase the number of segments using your scroll wheel. Tab in object mode and apply the scale using Ctrl A. Right-click on the plane and choose Shade Smooth. Under the Materials tab, make a new material and change the color to black. Open the Properties panel using your N key. Under the View tab, choose Lock Camera to View. Select your taper object, and under the Object Properties tab, under Visibility, deselect Renders. That way it won't render in the final animation. Go into Camera View, which is 0 on your numpad, and adjust the curve in the background to your liking. Now go into Rendered View. Under the World tab, set the background color to black. Select the Light, and under the Light tab, change it to an area light. And move and rotate the light so it interacts with the curve. Then change the color as you desire. I'm going to use the hex code of C97A45. Duplicate the light and move it to the other side of the curve. And change the color. I'm using the hex code 11777D. Now play the animation and make any needed adjustments to the lights. In order to render the animation, open the Output Properties tab. Choose a file format under the Output section. A PNG series is usually best in case Blender crashes, because you won't lose the entire render sequence. Choose a place to save the render to. Under the Render menu, choose Render Animation. We will now use the video sequencer to export a video. Change the timeline to the video sequencer. Under the Add menu, choose Image Sequence and import all your PNG images. Now we need to change the setting in the Output section of the Output tab. We want a video file format. I'm going to use FFmpeg. And for the encoder, I'm going to use MPEG-4. Under the View menu, choose Sequence Render Animation to render the video. I hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.